characters coincide. They meet up in the show.
Yeah, because Jamila and Casper are walking to the hospital, and all of a sudden you hear gunfire.
Yeah.
And you see the military coming up, and you've seen at least one of these aliens climbing up the building,
Right.
which you honestly have to look for
It was
while it's
tiny.
happening. Yeah, it was small. You had to actually physically look for it, but they bust in the building just to try to get away and be safe. And Trevante is there, drinking away his sorrows.
He is, and he wants nothing to do with. I mean, Casper and Jamila, they're like, take us
You're a
to the
soldier.
hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a soldier. I'm not a
I'm an
soldier.
operator.
I'm an operator. Yeah, he's over it. He's done. He's just drinking. He's kind of in a drunken stupor right now, and they're trying desperately to get him to go with them.
And yeah, and Casper tries to pull that power move.
Yeah,
you are taking us to the hospital. Why you walked here? Why can't you walk the rest of the way? Why do I got to be with you? You're a soldier. No, I'm an operator. I mean,
well, he's full of vim and vigor, right? He knows exactly what he wants and what. At least he had some agency. Hey, he's moving the plot forward by asking in a very direct way.
yeah. He's got a set on him. I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually, Jamila drops the book on the coloring book in front of Trevante,
Right.
and he goes through it, and Trevante sees a picture, and it triggers something in him. Let's go ahead and check it out.
I don't know. I just saw it.
Saw it how?
I see things when I seizure, okay? And sometimes my seizures, they're big, really big.
When did you do this?
3 or 4 days ago. On the bus that night. It was soldiers. Just shapes. And then they were gone. That's all.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, when I first watched it, I didn't catch the actual skull reference, like on his uniform and in the picture. I understood immediately the shadow, all the soldiers around, but the correlation between the two, I didn't catch till late. But that was what kicked him into gear, really.
So we learned that Casper, through his earlier conversation with Jamila and the drawings that we see in this conversation, so essentially we learned that Casper, when he's been having his seizures as of late, he's been seeing and drawing these visions of essentially what's going on. I don't know if they were like prescient, where he was drawing them as they happened or before they happened, but the way I interpret it is he is having seizures, and there's something biological that he's tapping into this alien network, because they all seem to be interconnected, and they know what all of the other aliens are doing at any given point. They're all connected at all times. It's always on internet, and they're all connected to each other. So I interpreted that he had a seizure right as the soldiers were shooting at this ship, in the desert. That was all happening at the same time.
That was my thought as well. Right when the actual event takes place is when he's having a seizure, or right before it takes place, he's having a seizure. So he's seeing everything that's taking place, even know that he's X amount of miles away from the actual event taking place.
I actually would have loved to have gotten that, if that's the case. Like, I would have loved to seen Casper having a seizure intercut
Do a side by side,
with the soldiers having their sandstorm and being decimated during that portion. I would have loved, because if you would have connected to them at that point, I'd been like, oh, what's going on here? It would have been more interesting, right?
Yeah,
like,
we would have known more about Casper.
Yeah, we would have been way more invested in Casper's storyline.
Or with Casper at the very beginning, because he had a seizure when he was in the school, when the whole thing took place back in Oklahoma. Right. We would have been able to connect the dots to that event in Casper, this event in Casper, the events that took place in Long Island in Casper.
And when we would have learned about this how they communicate, the aliens, from Mitsuki's storyline, this network that's they're trying to download in radio waves, I think it would have informed what's going on with Casper earlier, because I think they're definitely connected. I think he's tapping into whatever that is. And I don't know. It's just, it's like mysteries of the show that I would have preferred to know and understand sooner.